So, this is my next project. I'm putting a small mini split in this detached two-car garage. The upstairs is 24 by 12, and I'm putting a small one for that up there. And I'm going to be also putting a mini split into the master bedroom, master bath. I'm going to do ceiling cassettes, and that is just because uh, we spend a lot of time in there, and it's just me and my wife, and I don't want to heat and cool the entire house all day and all night. Uh, so it'll be supplemental. I'm keeping the system that I currently have, but I'm adding supplemental heating and cooling to the master uh, bedroom and master bath, which combined, it's large. It's like 600 square feet for the two of them. So I'd probably get a lot of hate from the HVAC guys for going with Mr. Cool, and uh, there are many options out there, and there's going to be a lot of argument over who's better and who's junk and who's a waste of money and all of that sort of thing. But here's what it came down to for me. I can install these with the charged line set, so I don't have to buy a vacuum pump. I don't have to buy, a good quality uh, gauge set, and I don't have to buy the tools to make the line sets. So to me, it's a one-time thing. I'm not doing this for a living. I'm going to put the one in the garage, and I'm going to put the one in on for the house, for the master bed and that master bath. And the cost that I'm spending, if I were to hire an HVAC professional to come and do this with whichever brand they recommend, whether that's Mitsubishi or Daikin or whatever, I can install this Mr. Cool system 4 times. I can buy the equipment outright 4 times for the cost of having the HVAC guy come out and do it once. Mr. Cool, they're Gree. So if you want to know who makes it, they're Chinese. It's made by Gree. Some of the stuff is made by Midea, another Chinese company. But you'll find that a lot of the brands like Lennox and all of those others, they get their stuff from China, or they get the parts from China and they assemble it somewhere else. So to me, it's all the same stuff. Gree and Midea are the two largest manufacturers of heating and AC systems in the world. You can argue about their quality and availability of parts and ability for someone to work on it and all of that, but I looked at it from the perspective of the unit can completely fail. I can rip it all out and throw it in the dump and buy a completely new unit, and I can do that up to 4 times before I approach the cost of having someone come and put it in. So to me, I'm willing to take the risk. I'll take the gamble. I'll roll the dice. I'll buy this. I'll put it in. I'll follow all the instructions. I'll do my best to do a very good job at the installation and see how it holds up. And so that's going to be the next video, series videos. Is I'm going to install this one into this garage, and the other one hasn't arrived, but it'll be going into the house. So Today, my goal I don't want to mount the wall bracket. We don't get snow and ice, very, very little if we do get any. So there's no issue of mounting this thing on the ground. So the one for the house, I'm going to mount it here. I'm going to pour a pad for it today. I went and picked up my bags of concrete, and I'm going to dig it out and build a form and pour the concrete. The crawl space is encapsulated, so I still have the vents, but they're not functional. They're sealed on the inside. But the idea is the unit will go here, the line set will go up this wall into the soffit and into the attic and into the cartridge. And above, centered in the bedroom here, a couple of feet from the window, will be one of the cartridges. And this is the master bath. And on the left side of this window, out a couple of feet, will be the other cartridge for the bath. So that's the idea. So that's going to be my next video series, is me going through the steps of putting this thing in. Like I say, I don't think anybody wants me to show you how to pour a concrete pad. Build a form, mix this stuff up, pour it in the form, level it off. Not much to it. But I'll document. I'm gonna have to make some modifications in the attic for that cartridge in the bedroom. The bedroom rafters are 12 inches on center. They need to be 16 inches in order for the cartridge to fit in. The master bath is 16. There's not an issue there. They're not load bearing. In other words, they're not structural to the roof assembly. The rafters are not. So I'm gonna cut a rafter and box it in and get it set so that I can put the cartridge in. I like the cartridge just because I don't have this, AC unit hanging on the wall. It's a nice clean fit. It costs a little bit more and it's a little bit more work to do it, but I think it's going to be good in the end. So I'm getting ready to do the concrete. So I'll fill you in more as I go. I'll probably do a little clip here to add to this one at the end, showing you the concrete. But that's about it. So hopefully you guys are interested in seeing it, and I'll walk you through the way I've done it. And not by no means I'm no HVAC expert, and I am not claiming to be, and I am not claiming that the way I'm doing it is the way you should do anything. It's entertainment. Okay, so the pad is poured. I just mix up my bags in an old wheelbarrow. All the other pieces of the wheelbarrow have long since rotted away, but I keep it just for this, for mixing up small batches of concrete. It works well. 80-pound bags, put one bag in, mix it up, pour it, mix up the next one. It's a little bit of work, but it saves me from having to rent a mixer and drag it back and forth and all that mess. My last batch was a little bit wet, but should dry up fine. I mean, really this AC doesn't need a massive amount of concrete to hold it in place. It's really to keep dirt and debris off of it and to keep it from tipping, enough concrete so that it doesn't want to tip over. And like I said, I just didn't want to put the brackets on the wall. I have a bracket, and I'm going to end up using it on the garage over here for the Mr. Cool that I'm going to put upstairs for the upstairs in this garage. But the bolt holes just didn't really line up. I was going to end up having to drill into brick, and these are hollow bricks, you know, they got the holes through them, and I just didn't want to mess with the headache, so I just bought me a few bags of concrete and poured this up. So that's where I'm going to stop. The unit still has to arrive. It hasn't gotten here, which is another week, and this has to cure, and then I gotta start doing all the layout on the interior and stuff like that for the cassettes. So as I go, I'll do some video and post it, but that's all for this video. Thanks.